over. 8:04 to play first quarter. Panama has yet to find the bottom of the bucket. Machore on the drive, kicks it out. Three on the way from Oroku. Had a good look, but does not go down. Guerrero the rebound. Mora now working on Vasquez, getting a little bit of a screen from Guerrero. Solis back out to Guerrero. Beg your pardon, that's Mora. Driving left side. Shot clock at 8. Inside now to Campos. Outside, three on the way, no good. Guerrero fighting for the rebound. Can't get his hands on it. Stolen away by Oroku, and here comes Panama once again. Machore over to Oroku. Back to Machore. Machore splits the defenders. Solis grabs the ball and ties it up and gets the jump ball. And Costa Rica will get it back on the alternating possession. Costa Rica finally able to get it in. Now Mora on the attack with the right hand, and it rolls in. Nice drive by Andres Mora. He comes into this contest averaging 18.5 points per game to go along with 6.5 rebounds and 4.5 steals. Now Oroku on the drive, kicks it out. Three on the way from Vasquez. That's no good. And Panama cannot find the bucket yet. Martinez gets the screen from Guerrero. He rolls, but nothing there. And yeah, a little bit of a travel there by Victor Campos. Tried to make it look like a spin move, but a little extra step in there, and substitutions come on now. Victor Julio on for Panama, along with Humberto Kentish. Julio just about lost the handle. Baseline jumper is no good by Machore, but rebounded by Perignon. But Costa Rica comes away with it. Martinez on the attack. Little jump stop. Can't get the layup to fall. Ball goes out of bounds. Costa Rica will retain possession. I'm a little bit old school. Those jump stops to me always look like a travel. Solis straight through for three. Julian Solis, averaging 20 points per game in this tournament, gives Costa Rica the 7-0 lead. Ball's on the floor. Costa Rica. Guerrero fighting for it, and Mora comes out of there with it. But now Campos, I beg your pardon, Julio. Boy, that looked like an over and back. Almost halfway through the first quarter, and Panama has not yet scored. And they give it up again. Solis a little short on that layup attempt. And now the give underneath, and finally an easy bucket. Fernando Gonzalez gets Panama its first points of the game at the 5:10 mark of the first quarter. 7-2 now. Guerrero fouled as he goes up. That's going to be on Emmanuel Perignon. Guerrero, a 71.4% free throw shooter in this tournament. Juan Lewis comes on for Panama now. And the free throw shooting woes continue. Exactly halfway through this first quarter. Second free throw a little too strong. Guerrero gets his own rebound and then loses the handle. Juan Lewis corrals it. Vasquez up ahead to Julio. Long cross-court pass. Now Vasquez, open look at the three. That is no good. Lewis the rebound. Gets it out. Kentish, his three-point effort won't fall, and Costa Rica back the other way. Panama's gotten some wide-open looks, especially from beyond the arc in this first quarter. The shots just aren't falling. Feed inside to Campos, and he loses it. Julio pushing it up. Little double clutch layup there by Humberto Kentish, and it's 7-4. Martinez picked up by Julio. Leaves Julio in the dust. High off the glass, no good, but Guerrero's there for the putback. It won't fall. Juan Lewis fights for it, and it looks like it. I thought it went off Juan Lewis, but the official, being much closer than me here, said it went off Costa Rica, so it'll be Panama ball. They can tie it with a three here, but they turn it over. Martinez into the front court, picked up by Kentish. Now Mora. Mora guarded by Gonzalez. Mora hanging in the lane and hits the floater. Beautiful shot there by Andres Mora. And Costa Rica is up 9-4 with 3:20 to play first quarter. Vasquez on the right wing, feeding Gonzalez, and he draws the foul. Vasquez now sits down for the first time, and Jorge Roca comes on. Roca averaging 7.5 points per game in this tournament, about 14.2 minutes for Nicanor Rivas. Julio to inbound, can't find anybody. Finally just kind of throws it out there, and Gonzalez tracks it down. 10 to shoot. Lewis, I'm not sure, I guess that was an attempted pass to Gonzalez. He beats the double team up off the square and in. Nice move by Fernando Gonzalez. He got picked up by a pair of Costa Rican defenders, spun back toward the rack and laid it in nicely, and it's 9-6 in favor of Costa Rica. Martinez, high right side. I don't think Martinez has sat down in this first quarter. Martinez averaging just over 19 minutes per game over the first two contests in this tournament, as Victor Julio gets whistled for the foul. Mora to inbound. Finally finds Guerrero. Solis back to Guerrero, spinning, working on Gonzalez. And yeah, he dragged that pivot foot. Two and a half minutes to play first quarter. Panama looking to tie with a three. Costa Rica has led the entire game so far. Roca into the corner, three on the way. Rolls off out of bounds, and that's going to be Costa Rica ball. Panama in this game 0 for 5 from beyond the arc so far. They've had some wide open looks. They just cannot get any long-range shots to fall. Kentish now, picked up by Solis, 10 to shoot. Stolen away by Mora. Campos to Martinez. Mora on the drive, kind of loses his footing, but he's going to draw the foul. That's going to be on Humberto Kentish. as Victor Campos is down on the floor. Seems to be none the worse for wear. Glad to see that. Andres Mora will go to the free throw line. 72.7% from the stripe in this tournament. They assessed the foul on Jorge Roca. I believe I said it was going to be on Kentish, but it was indeed on Roca. First free throw is good, and Costa Rica leads by 4. And Mora makes it 5. Hits both free throws. Inside of 2 minutes to play, Costa Rica by 5, 11-6. Mora's got 6 points, and now a foul called on Martinez. Kentish to inbound. Julio loses the dribble for just a moment. Puts up the wild floater, won't go. Lewis soars in. Rebound tip. Lewis gets it back. Double clutch. Kick out on the way to Roca. He launches the long jump shot, and that is good for 2. Jorge Roca, the pretty stroke there. And Panama back to within 3. 1:20 to play in this first quarter. Mora trying to shake Kentish. Finally gets the screen from Solis. Kentish with a little acting job there. Kentish came around that screen. Threw his arms in the air and hit the deck, hoping to get the offensive foul, but wasn't quite that egregious. It was just a good screen. And Moore is going to go to the free throw line. Fabian Arce on now for Costa Rica. Foul ended up being on Humberto Kentish. Mora hits his 3rd consecutive free throw, and Costa Rica now leading by 4. Biggest lead was 7 when they led 7-0 early on. Mora can't convert the 2nd free throw, and Kentish comes away with it. Julio on the drive. Ball goes out of bounds, and I believe it's going to be Panama ball. 1 minute to play, 59.9 to be precise in this first quarter, 12-8 Costa Rica. Julio, long jumper, no good. Out of bounds, looks like it went off. It was either Lewis or Gonzalez, and it's going to be Costa Rica ball. And timeout taken by Panama. 12-8 in favor of Costa Rica, just under a minute to play. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship live from Mexicali. 12-8 in favor of Costa Rica over Panama. First game of the day on day number 3 of competition. Group play winding up today. Pair of Group A contests. First between Costa Rica and Panama, then Puerto Rico and Aruba. Group B will finish up this evening. Jamaica and Dominican Republic, followed by El Salvador and Mexico. Mora the long three, no good. Julio the rebound. Coming up on 30 seconds to play in this first quarter. Cross-court pass to Kentish. His pass is tipped by Guerrero, but Panama retains possession, but they throw it into the backcourt, and that's going to be a violation. It'll be Costa Rica ball with 21.3 left on the game clock. Shot clock will be off. Julio sits down, and Lionel McDonald comes on for Panama. Actually, the shot clock will be at 14. That is correct. And now Mora loses the dribble. It goes off of the Panamanian defender. It was off of Kentish's foot, I believe. Arce to inbound. Shot clock at 10. Guerrero for 3. No, that was just a long 2. No good either way. And Juan Lewis the rebound. Now the shot clock is off. Mora tips it out of bounds. It'll be Panama ball with 8.6 to play. Kentish to inbound. To Roca. Clock at 5, 4. Now Lewis. Down to 1. And he did not get that off. I don't think he got that off. They're going to signal that he made the three-point basket, but I think they are going to review that. I don't think that ball was out of his hand when that buzzer sounded. So they will go to the video review. We've seen a couple of video reviews in this tournament, and let's have a look. Can't quite tell from that angle. I think we're going to need to see the wide angle on this one. Clearly a three-pointer. The ball clearly went in. It's just a matter of, did that buzzer sound? Yeah, from that angle, it pretty clearly looked like the red square on the backboard was illuminated before the ball left his hand. And there it is. Beautiful shot by Hammurabis de Leon. Unfortunately, it won't count. And there it is. The three-pointer gets waved off. So the first quarter will end with Costa Rica on top by the score of 12-8. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament live from Mexicali. Back with second quarter action in just a moment. Welcome back to Mexicali, day 3 of group play at the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament. quarter number 1 in the books between Costa Rica and Panama. Costa Rica on top 12-8. The difference in this game has been the three-point shooting. Costa Rica only 1 for 4, but Panama 0 for 7 from beyond the arc. Panama shooting 26.7% overall. Costa Rica, the same percentage, but they did knock down some free throws as well. And now Solis scores to make it 14-8. Julio around the screen, and did they call Lewis for the offensive foul? They did. Mora has it now. Costa Rica's biggest lead of the game was 7 when they led 7-0. Now Roca hounding the ball handler. Campos gets it and poked out of bounds. Costa Rica will retain possession. 14 on the shot clock, Solis to inbound. Arce gets it. He hangs from about 12 feet, no good. Just a little bit short on that jumper. Up ahead to Machore. Machore trying to lead Gonzalez, and he tries to drop it for Lewis. And Guerrero was going to come out of there with it, but Victor Julio cuts him off and sends him to the floor. And that's going to be a foul on Julio. Guerrero getting it to Mora. Mora at the elbow. Little floater by Solis won't go. Guerrero the rebound. Across to Arce. Arce puts up the wild shot, no good. Guerrero had his hands on it, goes to the floor, rolls over the ball and gets it back. Shot clock now at 2. Arce's shot never hit the rim or the backboard, so the shot clock did not reset. This has to be a catch-and-shoot situation for Costa Rica. Solis can't handle the inbound pass. Here comes Roca for the easy layup. And Panama breaks into double digits. It's 14-10. Now back the other way. Campos getting it out to Solis. Now Campos, beg your pardon, that was Fabian Arce scoring from long range. 17-10 Costa Rica. This matches their biggest lead of the game on the three-pointer by Arce. Juan Lewis sits down. Hammurabis de Leon comes back on for Panama. Machore, high right side, shot clock at 7. Machore spinning around Arce, getting it across to Roca. Back out to Machore, long three on the way, back iron, no good. Rebound grabbed by Guerrero. Mora weaves his way through traffic very skillfully. Takes it coast to coast, throws up the wild shot, no good. Machore the rebound, but he gives it up to Arce. And now Costa Rica will have a chance to set its offense. Bounce pass inside to Campos. Now Mora back to Campos. Campos tried baseline, got cut off. Now the floater from Solis, and that is up and good. Nice offensive set there by Costa Rica. Good patience, and they have their biggest lead of the game at 9. Make it 11 as Andres Mora scores. 21-10, and you have to wonder if Nicanor Rivas is considering a timeout here. with 7:06 to play in this second quarter, but a long three-pointer by Victor Julio. My goodness. That was every bit of 25 feet. Oh, beautiful pass inside to Guerrero, but his shot was blocked on the way up. And now here comes Machore. Little Euro step into the paint. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but he's going to go to the free throw line for a pair. Gonzalez sits down. Vasquez back on for Panama. Great look at young Daniel Smatore, 15 years old, averaging 10 points, 5 rebounds, 4.5 assists, and 4.5 steals per game in this tournament, averaging just under 23 minutes. Machore hits both free throws. The foul, by the way, was on Arce. Now Mora with the lead down to 6. Arce puts up the shot. He's hit from behind. I believe that was Machore that got him. So Arce will go to the free throw line. Arce, a 75% free throw shooter in this tournament, gets the first. Arce gets both to drop, and the lead is back to 8. 6.5 minutes to play in this second quarter. Another long three ball on the way from Victor Julio, and that one comes up well short. That one was even farther out, I think, than the last one he took. That one a couple feet short, and Nicanor Rivas not happy with that shot, and he tells young Victor Julio to have a seat on the bench. Mora up ahead to Solis. Now out to Arce. Back to Mora. Shot clock at 4. Campos hangs in the lane. No good. And Vasquez pushing it up. Inside 6 minutes to play second quarter. Vasquez out to Machore. Pass stolen by Mora. 2-on-1 for Costa Rica. Bounce pass up ahead, and it's going to go down, and Arce will go to the line for the three-point play. Beautiful fast break by Costa Rica. And they have their biggest lead of the contest at 10, and Arce will try to make it 11. And the lead is back to 11. Costa Rica did lead by 11 earlier at 21-10, so this matches their biggest lead. 5:35 to play in this first half. Vasquez over to Roca. Kentish just about loses the handle, but Roca gets it back. Shot clock at 4. Roca picked up the dribble, and he's in trouble. Campos all over him, and the shot clock winds down. Great defense there by Costa Rica. Solis into Arce. Finally into the front court. Picks up the dribble. Gets it to Campos. Thought about the 3. Now Arce on the attack. Out to Guerrero. Back to Campos. Beautiful running shot in the lane by Victor Campos. And the lead is 13. Jumper short. Now Mora up ahead. Solis couldn't get it to go, and rebound grabbed by Solis and Hammurabis de Leon. And alternating possession arrow goes to Costa Rica. 4:38 to play, second quarter. Costa Rica with its biggest lead of the game at 13. Arce. Beg your pardon, that was Guerrero, I believe, that took that shot. No good, but he gets it back. Now Mora getting around Kentish. The floater from 15 rings out, and Vasquez the rebound. Up ahead to Kentish. He pushes. Wild right-hand scoop layup is up and in by Humberto Kentish. As we come upon the 4-minute mark of this second quarter. Solis from 17. Pretty shot there by Julian Solis. Timeout on the floor. We will take it as well. Costa Rica leading Panama 30-17, 3:58 to play, second quarter. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament live from Mexicali. Costa Rica on top of Panama 30-17. And Panama just not shooting the ball very well. Costa Rica overall, not great, 35.5%. But Panama, 33% at 7 of 21 overall, but they're just 1 of 10 from beyond three-point range. Vasquez for 3, that rings out. Make that 1 for 11. $13-point lead for Costa Rica. That matches their biggest of the contest. Arce back to Mora. Shot clock at 6. Mora getting it to Arce, launching the long 3, and that's good! Fabian Arce puts up the prayer. And he nails the long three-point bucket to make it a 16-point lead. Panama can't answer at the other end, as Costa Rica looks to extend as we hit the 3-minute mark. And not sure what happened there. But Panama is going to get the ball, and Costa Rica calls timeout. Alexis Mangi wants to talk things over with his team up 16. We are back with the remainder of the second quarter, live from Mexicali in just one moment. Fabian Arce has given Costa Rica a lift off the bench. He's got 11 points on 5 of 8 shooting. Beg your pardon, he's 3 of 5 shooting. He's 2 for 2 from beyond the arc, 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Julian Solis has 11 points as well. Andres Mora, 9 for Costa Rica. Victor Campos with 2. No one else on Costa Rica has scored. Kian Foster on now for Costa Rica as well, as Panama turns it over. Arce to Foster, now back to Mora, inside to Campos. 3 on the way from Solis, that misses wide right. Foster there for the rebound though. And as he was trying to track it down, he stepped out of bounds, and that'll be Panama ball. Julio up ahead to Vasquez, back to Julio. Screen from Gonzalez. Vasquez driving baseline, runs into Foster, kicks it out to Julio. 3 on the way. No good. Rebounded by De Leon. Puts it back up. Can't get it to fall. But he is going to go to the free throw line for a pair with 2:15 to play in the second quarter. The towel guys have been awfully busy this tournament. In particular, this game. Getting out there and wiping the perspiration off the floor when a player goes down. Seems like there have been more players on the deck in this game than any of the past 2 days so far. First free throw attempt by De Leon is no good. De Leon hits the second. He's averaging 7.5 points per game and 7 rebounds per contest. Averaging just about 14 minutes in this tournament. Pass tipped and stolen away by Gonzalez, and here comes Panama. Trying to cut into this 15-point lead. Julio down to De Leon. He has it ripped away, and here comes Panama, or rather Costa Rica back the other way. Mora ahead to Arce. Now Campos tried to get it inside to Foster, but the pass sails out of bounds, and it'll be Panama ball. 1:44 to play. Costa Rica up by 15. Baseline drive cut off, and Kian Foster rips that away. Arce on the drive. Right-hand floater won't go. Foster can't corral the rebound, and that's going to be Panama ball. Inside 90 seconds now for the second quarter. And it looks like we've got another timeout. Costa Rica by 15, 1:28 to play in the second quarter. First of 4 games today. Puerto Rico and Aruba up next at 2:30 local time. We're back in just a moment with the final 88 seconds of this second quarter at the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament. Minute 28 to play in Mexicali in this second quarter between Costa Rica and Panama. Costa Rica leading 33-18. Perignon received the pass, but the reach-in foul on Costa Rica. I think they're going to get Fabian Arce. So Perignon will go to the free throw line. First one short. Perignon, a 50% free throw shooter in this tournament coming into this game. And he gets the second one to drop. Minute 15 to play, second quarter. Mora bringing it up. Gets past Machore. Picks up the dribble. Campos back to Mora. And now the baseline jumper is up and good. Victor Campos, pretty stroke there from about 14 feet. Back to a 16-point lead. Costa Rica tries to come up with a loose ball. I think Ian Foster stepped out of bounds, so it'll be Panama ball with 14 on the shot clock. Okay, that's what my initial impression was that it went off Panama, but when they gave possession to Panama, I had to assume it was off of Foster, but evidently my eyeballs were right. It's Costa Rica ball. Mora, hounded by Kentish, into the corner now. Pass stolen away. Machore trying to weave his way through traffic. Gets it poked out of bounds, and it'll be... Actually, they're going to call that a foul. So Machore will go to the free throw line. The foul was on Campos. Machore, a 67% free throw shooter on the tournament. First free throw by Machore, up and good. Very solid player when you look at his stat line in this tournament. 10 points, 5 boards, 4.5 assists, 4.5 steals, as Machore hits both free throws and the lead down to 14. Shot clock is off, game clock at 20. Mora hounded, finally getting it across to Solis. And Solis loses it, but Mora gets it back. Game clock at 10, 3 on the way short. That was Matthias Mena on that three-point attempt. .2 to play. Panama rolls it in to try to save a few tenths of a second. Julio gets it out. 3 on the way by Roca, no good, and the first half is going to end with Costa Rica on top, 35-21. Impressive first half by Costa Rica. As you see Panama struggling from beyond the three-point stripe. Just 1 of 14. Rebounds about even. Costa Rica with 14 steals to just 8 for Panama. And And there's some of the top individual scorers in this one. Let's take a look at the full individual numbers. For Costa Rica, Julian Solis has 11 points and 3 steals in that first half. Andres Mora, 9 points, 4 steals. He also has 3 rebounds. Fabian Arce, 11 points. Victor Campos, 4 points. Myron Guerrero did not score in that first half, but he grabbed 10 rebounds to go along with 3 steals. 5 of those rebounds for Guerrero were offensive. So Costa Rica getting it done with just a few players to give them this 14-point halftime lead. For Panama, they've got a bunch of players at 4 points. Humberto Kentish, Daniel Smachore, Jorge Roca, Fernando Gonzalez all with 4 points. Victor Julio has 3. Sebastian Vasquez has not scored. Hemerabas de Leon with 1. And Emmanuel Perignon with 1. Leading rebounder for Panama, Sebastian Vasquez with 4. Machore has a pair of steals in that first half. All those numbers add up to a 35-21 lead for Costa Rica over Panama. On day number 3 of group competition at the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament, first of 4 games today. Puerto Rico and Aruba coming up at 2:30 local time, followed up at 5:30 by Jamaica and Dominican Republic. And then at 8:30, Mexico looks to sweep Group B by taking on El Salvador at 8:30. Teams will be reclassified for play tomorrow. And then the medal round and 5th and 7th place games on Sunday. It's halftime. Costa Rica leads Panama 35-21. Second half action when we return. Puerto Rico and Aruba will round out Group A play in just a little while. Then we'll get started at 2:30 local time. Followed up tonight by Jamaica and Dominican Republic at 5:30, and Mexico looking to sweep Group B at 8:30. Mexico are the defending champions. And the top three finishers in this tournament will play in the FIBA Americas U18 Championships in June of 2022. Juan Lewis starting on the floor, along with Jorge Roca and Panama's lineup. 3 on the way. That is short by Roca, and Guerrero with another rebound. He had 10 in the first half. So Panama starts out like it finished the first half, missing from three-point range. Campos going around Lewis, hanging. Shot won't go. And the rebound tracked down by Machore. He's got to beat Mora. Can't get the layup to fall, gets it back. Machore tried to get it to Roca, but Roca wasn't looking. And the ball sails out of bounds. It'll be Costa Rica ball. Costa Rica led by as many as 16 in that first half. The lead now is 14. Arce starting the second half for Costa Rica. Over Saul Martinez. Arce red hot in that first half with 11 points. Once again, an outstanding job by FIBA staff, the local committee, the LOC. Arce's 3 won't go. Been a fantastic event so far. 2 more days to play. The reclassification round tomorrow. We'll have an idea after the games today what tomorrow's matchups will be. And then the 7th and 5th place games on Sunday, followed by the bronze medal and gold medal games. Vasquez to inbound. Gets it to Machore. Lob inside to Lewis. And are they going to get Guerrero on the push? They're going to say it was Campos. Campos will sit down, and Kian Foster will come on. Machore back to Vasquez, back to Machore. Shot clock at 10. Machore, the wild circus shot tipped in. Count the bucket, and Juan Lewis is going to go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play. That ball was on the cylinder when Lewis tipped it in. Don't forget, FIBA rules. You can tip that ball in when it's still on the cylinder. For those of you watching in the U.S., accustomed to pro and collegiate rules, Lewis unable to complete the three-point play. Mora able to keep his feet, getting it ahead to Solis. 3 on the way, missed just right. Arce the rebound. Back up top to Solis. Boy, they reset that shot clock at 24 instead of 14. Machore, picked up by Arce. Long pass to Roca, a little too high, and that sails out of bounds. Roca was able to get a fingertip on it, but it's going to be Costa Rica ball. 7:58 to play, third quarter. Costa Rica by 12. Arce. Back to Mora. And Mora gets fouled by Lewis as Lewis flashes by. Lewis went down hard in front of the Panamanian bench, and he is in some discomfort on the floor. a look at young Lionel McDonald for Panama, 15 years old. There's Guerrero. Ooh, right down on that back hip and tailbone area. That's going to be sore for a few days. So Lewis comes out, Oroku in. Shot clock at 10. Solis to Guerrero. He loses the handle, goes off of a Costa Rican player. I did not see who, so it's going to be Panama ball. Coming up on 7.5 minutes to play in this third quarter. 2.5 minutes elapsed. Costa Rica has not scored in this frame. Panama, though, only has 2 points. Foster tips the pass, and it's tracked down in the corner by Guerrero. And here comes Costa Rica looking for its first points of this third quarter. Now Solis, yeah, that's a good call. Right in front of the official. Solis pushed off to create a little space there off of Vasquez and gets whistled for the offensive foul. Vasquez right side, back to McDonald. Now the lob into Gonzalez. We're going to call that one a jump ball, and Panama will retain possession on the alternating arrow. McDonald will inbound. And it goes off of Guerrero as Gonzalez was fighting for it. Panama keeps it. 9 on the shot clock, exactly 7 minutes to play in this third quarter. Timeout on the floor. We'll step away as well. Costa Rica leading 35-23. Not much action in this third quarter so far. Panama still trailing by 12. Costa Rica hoping to hang on. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament, live from Mexicali. Seven minutes to play, third quarter. Costa Rica leading Panama 35-23. Long inbound pass snared by Vasquez. And here comes Oroku. In among the trees, can't get the layup to fall. And a foul on the rebound against Panama. That's going to be on Fernando Gonzalez. Three minutes plus elapsed here in this third quarter. Costa Rica has yet to score. Mora gets it back. Panama much more aggressive on defense all of a sudden. Now to Guerrero. Back up top to Mora, to Solis. He drives left side, cut off. And Foster has it. Ooh, looked like he dragged that foot. Foster into the lane. Pretty right-hand drive by Kean Foster. And he gets Costa Rica's first 2 points of the third quarter. Nice take by Kean Foster, very aggressive. Vasquez has a three-point attempt rattle out, and the shooting woes from long range continue for Panama. Lead back to 14, and Arce travels. McDonald over to Vasquez. Foster battling with Gonzalez for position. Now McDonald on the drive. Oroku challenged by Foster. The shot doesn't fall, but Oroku will go to the free throw line. First free throw falls for Oroku. And Oroku gets them both. Inside 6 minutes to play. Lead down to 12. Costa Rica has led by as many as 16. Costa Rica has not had a lot of success offensively in this third quarter thus far, just 2 points. Now Mora gets tied up on the floor and turns it over. And they're going to whistle Mora for the foul. And with 5:39 to play in this third quarter, Costa Rica already over the limit. So Panama will be shooting from here on out. And they're going to need to take advantage of their opportunities from the free throw line if they're going to cut into this deficit. Oroku misses both free throws. Coming up on 5:30 to play in this third quarter. Solis, high left side, on the drive. Thought about the step back, tried to get it to Foster. And it went off Machore. The officials had different calls there, and one was pretty emphatic that it went off Machore, and the other one said no. I thought it went off Machore, but I'm not wearing the black and gray. Panama turns it over. It'll be Costa Rica ball. Guerrero has it stripped away. They tumble to the floor, and a tie-up called. And Costa Rica will retain possession on the alternating arrow. Mora to inbound, gets it back. Arce with 7 on the shot clock to the elbow. Little spin move up and under, no good by Guerrero. And here comes Panama looking to get it down to 10. 4:40 to play third quarter. Long 2 on the way, no good by Oroku, and the ball goes out of bounds to Costa Rica. Boy, if you look at the shot chart for Panama, a bunch of X's from outside the arc and just one make. Even the long-range jumpers that were still 2-pointers were not successful. All of Panama's buckets, with the exception of 2, have been inside the circle. They had one about 16-footer and then one 3-pointer. The rest were misses from all over the floor. Costa Rica calls timeout. They lead 37-25. We're back in just one moment, live from Mexicali. Glad you can be with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament, day number 3, game number 1. Costa Rica comes away with a steal there as they try to extend this 12-point lead. 3 ball is up and good. Fabian Arce. And the lead back to 15. Perignon fighting for it. Kentish comes out of there with it. He puts up the floater, no good. Foster fighting for the rebound, and Perignon gets a shot off, and I think Perignon will go to the free throw line. I think they're going to get Foster on the foul. They did. And Perignon will go to the free throw line. 50% from the stripe in this tournament, comes up short on that one. Perignon strokes the second. Fans starting to make some noise here. Here at the Instituto del Deporte y la Cultura Física. Solis kicks it out. Step back 3, thought about. Now Solis gets it back. Shot blocked by Lewis. Quick hands by Juan Lewis. Three minutes to play now. Wild shot there by Machore, won't go. Machore's got it on the floor, and yeah, he went over that end line as he was being hounded by Foster and Solis. So it'll be Costa Rica ball. Costa Rica really turned on the offense in that second quarter, outscoring Panama 23-13. Now Foster, are they going to give him the continuation? They do! Foster let a pair of defenders fly on by, then went up and laid it in, and he's going to go to the line for the and one. Foul's going to be called on Juan Lewis. Foster can't complete the three-point play, but the lead is back to 16, matches the largest that Costa Rica has had. And now a foul on Machore. Machore saying, no, Mora was trying to push me away. Mora to inbound. Just about 2.5 minutes to play. Looking. Finally getting it into Solis. Back out to Mora. Over to Arce. Picked up by Kentish. Arce long. Oh, I thought he was trying to pass that to Solis. Saved by Foster. Guerrero gets it in the paint and draws the foul. Foster, meanwhile, goes over the FIBA display at the end of the court. And the foul is going to be on Emmanuel Perignon. So Guerrero will go to the free throw line. He's a 71.4% free throw shooter. Bounces the first one out. Free throws missed. Foster fighting for the rebound, and who's going to come away with it? Costa Rica. Solis. A little bit of a cinder block there. as he shot it from 14. And they're going to get Foster on the bump. Kean Foster's going to sit down, having done some outstanding work. And Victor Campos back on for Costa Rica. Julio splits the free throws. Solis the rebound. Now some pressure by Panama, and a pair of Costa Rican players bump into each other, fall to the floor, and the pass sails out of bounds. That was Guerrero and Arce crashing into each other and hitting the deck. Giving Panama another shot at the offense, but they throw it away. And it's going to be Costa Rica ball. A 15-point lead for Costa Rica. Their biggest of the game has been 16. So they've been able to maintain. Solis for three. Bang! Julian Solis gives Costa Rica its biggest lead of the game. 45-27. The lead is 18. Julio to match at the other end, and he hits it. He gets those three back to cut it back down to 15 at 45-30. Solis, little pull-up jumper, gets his own rebound, and foul call. So Perignon comes out for Panama. Fernando Gonzalez back in, as you get a great look there at Julian Solis, 17 years old, averaging 20 points per game in this tournament. Hits the first free throw there. Steps up and hits both free throws. And Solis has 15. Beg your pardon, he's got 16. So just short of his tournament average, and foul called on that play. That's going to be on Campos, as Machore will go to the free throw line. So Campos sits down, as does Guerrero. Foster and Emmanuel Keyoung come on for Costa Rica. First time in the game for Emmanuel Keyoung. He's averaging 6.5 points, 6 rebounds in 10.5 minutes per contest. Second free throw up and good for Machore. A little backcourt pressure now by Panama, but they back it off. Solis picks up the dribble, finds Arce. Arce whips the pass in ahead to Keyoung, but he loses control, and here comes Machore. Machore on the attack, in among the trees, whips the pass outside to Roca, and Panama resets. Kentish the floater from 10 feet. And that rattles around and falls home. 35 seconds to play. Third quarter. Foster. And intercepting that pass is Kentish. Gets the layup to go in. And Panama on a little bit of a run here. Lead down to 12. Emmanuel Keyoung with the nice take and the left-hand layup. Stops a little bit of the bleeding there for Costa Rica. 49-35. Game clock at 5. Long three-pointer on the way from Julio. No good. Rebounded by Keung. And the third quarter will end with Costa Rica on top, 49-35. One more quarter to play in this one, followed up by 3 more games to finish off group play here at the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship, live from Mexicali. Welcome back to the Instituto del Deporte y la Cultura Física in Mexicali. Fourth quarter underway now between Costa Rica and Panama. Costa Rica leading by 14. Costa Rica led by 14 at half, and both teams scored 14 in that third quarter. So if 14's your lucky number, you're loving this game. Through 3 quarters, leading scorer for Costa Rica, Julian Solis with 16, Fabian Arce with 14. For Panama, Victor Julio has 9, Humberto Kentish with 8. Ian Foster scores again. Panama's going to need some stops on the defensive end, as well as getting some scores themselves. And there's a pretty shot. Victor Julio adding to his team-leading tally. Foster lets the defender go by, but can't get the shot up. Now kicks it out to Solis. His jumper won't go, and Keung called for the foul as he tried to wedge that ball out of there. So something to keep an eye on already. Costa Rica with 2 team fouls already. We're just at the 9-minute mark. Foster comes up with the loose ball, and he is fouled. Actually, it looks like one official called the jump ball, the other called a foul, and they're going to go with the foul. And now the officials are confused because one thought he had the foul call, the other thought he had the jump ball call, and they're going to talk it over. So they did go with the foul. Mora trying to shake his defender. 8:40 to play in the game. Shot clock at 8 already. Pass tipped out of bounds by Humberto Kentish. Costa Rica will have it, and the shot clock will be at 6. Mora gets it to Keyoung. Keyoung puts the shot up, misses badly, and goes out of bounds. I don't think that hit the rim, but they reset the shot clock somewhat prematurely there. But no harm since Panama took possession anyway. Now Machore lobbing it inside to Gonzalez, and he gets fouled. I think that foul was on Fabian Arce. It was. So 3 team fouls on Costa Rica already. Machore leaves Arce in the dust. Kick out to Roca. 3 on the way. No good. Gonzalez tried to save it, but he stepped on the end line. Mora up ahead to Arce, to Foster. Pounded by a trio of defenders. Guerrero, beg your pardon, Mora gets it back. Keyoung has his shot swatted out of bounds by Fernando Gonzalez. Costa Rica will have possession with 8 on the shot clock. Arce to inbound. Solis, the long 3, no good. Beg your pardon, that was Mora on that 3-point attempt. Roca commits the foul, and Keyoung will go to the free throw line. You get a good look at the solidly built Emmanuel Keyoung. Keyoung gets both free throws to fall. And the lead is back to 14. Now Machore at the other end. The circus layup attempt as he crashes to the floor, and they're going to get Mora on the foul. Indeed, it's Mora. So Machore will go back to the free throw line. And now some more discussion at the officials' table. And a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. Costa Rica on top by 14, 53-39. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament, live from Mexicali. Costa Rica hanging on to this 14-point lead. They led by 14 at the half and by 14 after the third quarter. They swelled the lead up to as many as 18 on a Julian Solis three-pointer with 1:45 to play in the third quarter. Panama got it down to, I believe, as few as 12 in that third quarter. As Machore hits the second. It's not clear what that timeout was for. I'm not seeing that it was called by either of the teams. I don't know if there was some matter at the officials' table that needed to be straightened out, but either way, we are back underway. Arce, another three. That one off to the right. Foster fighting for the rebound, but grabbed by Gonzalez. Machore thought about the three. Gets it back. Now to Julio. He launches the tray, and that is good. Victor Julio, a good long-range shooter. Strikes and gets the lead down to 10. 7 minutes to play. And Panama has a pulse. Three-point attempt by Keung, no good. And here comes Panama. The drive and the bucket by Humberto Kentish, and he's going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play to try to get the lead down to 7. As Daniels Machore comes up hobbling and has to exit the game. So Kentish now, 75% free throw shooter to try to get this lead down to 7. It was just 14 about 20 seconds ago. Kentish can't complete the three-point play, and a big rebound there by Campos. Martinez back in the game for Costa Rica. Guerrero can't hang on to it. McDonald tried to get it to Julio, and it's going to be Costa Rica ball. Arce to inbound, 6 on the shot clock. Guerrero back to Mora. That three is up and good. A huge three-pointer by Andres Mora to get the lead back to 11. 12 points for Mora, and that may have been the biggest shot of the game so far. Hanging jumper, and that is good off the glass for Guerrero, and he's going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Panama had it down to 8. And just like that, it's back to 13. Make it 14. A huge three-pointer, and then a three-point play by Guerrero. And Costa Rica has stopped Panama's run and gotten its lead back to 14. 59-45 with 6:06 to play in this fourth quarter. This is the 2021 FIBA Centrobasket U17 Championship Tournament live in Mexicali. Costa Rica has gotten its lead back to 14 after Panama cut it to 8 with 6:46 to play. Now Solis, another three on the way. That is good! Julian Solis hits from long range. And just like that, the lead is 17. Now Victor Julio answers for 3 points. Now all of a sudden the teams can't miss from beyond the arc. Panama had it down to 8 at 6:46, and then a three-pointer by Andres Mora 20 seconds later got the lead back to 11, and then a three-point play by Myron Guerrero 20 seconds after that got the lead back to 14. And Julian Solis hit a tray to make the lead 17. And then Victor Julio answered with a three-pointer of his own at the 5:32 mark. And now Kentish fouls Solis, and Solis hits the first free throw. Frenetic action the last couple of minutes here. Big free throws there by Julian Solis. Roca getting it out to Kentish. He swoops in, misses left. Julian Solis now with 21 points for Costa Rica. Out to Arce. Back to Campos. Mora thought about the step back three. Pass tipped out of bounds. Costa Rica will retain possession. Arce has 14 for Costa Rica. Andres Mora with 12. Victor Julio has 17 for Panama. Humberto Kentish 10. Nobody else in double figures for Team Panama. Julio. Now Roca back out to Julio. Three up on the way. That missed. Rebound back tapped and controlled by Costa Rica. Here's Mora. Can't get the layup to fall. Ball out of bounds, and Costa Rica will keep it. Mora getting some help up off the floor, and I don't think he's injured. I think that young man's just exhausted. Guerrero gives it up. And now McDonald getting it back to Kentish, and the foul called. Is that going to be on Campos? So now with 4:18 to play, Humberto Kentish will go to the free throw line. Panama will shoot on fouls from here on out. Kentish hits the first, lead back to 15. Couldn't get the second. Foster fighting for the rebound, and now controlled by Kentish. Stolen away by Arce. Ooh, and they're going to get Victor Julio on the block, and it sure looked to me, and Julio gets the technical. I think Julio had a case there. It sure looked like Arce led with that left arm to push off on Julio, but Julio can't get that technical. These players at the international level, there's not a lot of discussion with the officials. You make your case once, they hold up their hand and say, okay, you're done. And if you keep talking, you're going to get teed up. And young Victor Julio found that out the hard way. So Mora will go to the free throw line, and Julio has a seat on the bench. Mora hits the free throw. I think it was looking around for some high fives and nobody was home. Did some air fives. Second free throw up and good by Mora. Lead is 17. And now 18. All three free throws good by Andres Mora. And this matches the biggest lead of the game for Costa Rica. Oroku loses it under the bucket. Solis ends up with it. Here comes Mora. And they better get that up across the timeline, and they do. Guerrero back to Solis. And now Costa Rica certainly in no hurry. But they don't want to throw it away like Mora did there. Oroku to McDonald. Defended by Foster. Into the corner the other way. And a nice soaring floater by Humberto Kentish. Off the glass and in. And Costa Rica just about throws it away. A little backcourt pressure, and Arce comes up a little hobbled. The official calls timeout to give Arce a chance to gather himself, and I think he has to come out here, doesn't he? Either way, Alexis Mungi for Costa Rica calls timeout with his team up by 16 and 3:05 to play. Final game of Group A for both Costa Rica and Panama. More fourth quarter action when we return. (67-51) in favor of Costa Rica. Solis trapped along the sideline, and he throws the pass out of bounds, and it'll be Panama ball with 3 minutes to play in this fourth quarter. Panama is going to have to generate some offense in a hurry. They have not shot the ball well from beyond the three-point line. Their best three-point shooter, Victor Julio, has been sat down by Nicanor Rivas after earning himself a technical foul. We'll see if he comes back on. Both teams in the bonus now, so you may see a lot of free throws down the stretch here. Panama is going to have to score with the clock stopped as best they can as Kentish hits that free throw. Kentish gets them both. And now backcourt pressure by Panama. Mora way too far for Julian Solis, and Panama's pressure causes a turnover. Lead is 14. That's where it was at halftime and at the end of the third quarter. Costa Rica has led by as many as 18 on two different occasions. Roca underneath, the underhand pass, and Kentish comes away with it. Kentish with 15 points on the game. Victor Julio on the bench, leading Panama with 17. Arce has 14 for Costa Rica. Mora 15. Solis 21. And the Costa Rica foul there on Kean Foster. So Juan Lewis will go to the free throw line. His first free throw is in. Lewis gets them both. Now Foster in the front court to Guerrero. Lead down to 12. Mora hounded, finally getting it to Arce. Shot clock at 10. Guerrero into the corner for Solis for three. That looked like it was going to go. Big rebound by Guerrero as Costa Rica gets 14 more seconds to play with. Into the corner, Solis again. That one no good. Mora crashes to the floor, no call either way, and Kentish scores again. Kentish comes away with the steal. And the lead is down to 10 with 1:28 to play and another whistle. Panama had it down to 8 at the 6:46 mark of this fourth quarter. But a couple of three-point trips down the floor for Costa Rica. They had it back up to 18 at the 4-minute mark. And now it's in single digits. Another big free throw by Lionel McDonald, and he knocks that one down as well. And the lead is back down to 8 with 1:28 to play. Timeout on the floor. Things getting interesting as Panama has seen its 18-point lead evaporate to just 8. We're back with the stretch run in this one in just a moment. Panama looking to complete the comeback here against Costa Rica. They trailed by 14 heading into the fourth quarter, trailed by as many as 18 with 4 minutes to play. The lead now down to 8 with 1:28 to play. Arce to inbound. He throws it off the back of Kentish. What a play by Fabian Arce. Throws it off the back of Humberto Kentish and then soars in for the easy layup. Kentish fighting for the rebound underneath. Gets the rebound and draws the foul. What a huge play by Fabian Arce on the inbound. Kentish had his back turned. Arce just threw it right off the middle of his back, ran in and soared in for the left-hand layup. Arce, 17 years old. That was the move of a crafty veteran there. Back into single digits on the free throw by Kentish. Missed the second. Lewis the rebound, and then he loses it. Then he gets tied up. Mora gets tied up by, I believe that was a Roku. And so that's going to go to Panama on the alternating possession. Arce now with 16 points. Kentish with 18 for Panama. Actually, that's going to be Costa Rica ball. 1:09 to play. Costa Rica by 9. Pass zipped into Solis. Oh, he tried to get it underneath to, I believe that was Keung, but a steal by Panama, coast to coast, and Lionel McDonald can't get the shot to fall, but he's going to go to the free throw line with 1:01 to play. He can get the lead down to its narrowest margin at 7 if he hits both of these free throws. Free throw by McDonald is short. McDonald had been 2 for 2 from the line in this game prior to that free throw, and he hits that one. Back down to 8. Mora circles around the left side. Turns it over. Roca to Lewis. Lewis wasn't looking for the ball and tied up by Mora. And another jump ball called, and this time it's going to be with Panama. 45.4 to play. Panama down 8. And a timeout on the floor called by Nicanor Rivas of Panama. We're going to keep it right here. 45 seconds to play. Panama trailing by 8. Had a chance to get it to 7 with a free throw. As we kind of recap the frenetic action in this fourth quarter, Panama got it down to 8 at the 6:46 mark, and then a three-pointer by Andres Mora at 6:26 got the lead back to 11. Myron Guerrero made a three-point play at the 6:06 mark to get it back to 14. Then at the 4-minute mark, on 3 free throws by Andres Mora, one of which was a technical foul on Victor Julio, that got the lead back to 18. In the last 3 minutes and 15 seconds, however, Panama has cut it down to 8 on 2 different occasions, and that is where it sits right now with 45 seconds to play. Keep in mind, Panama's best three-point shooter, Victor Julio, is on the bench. After getting that technical foul called, Nicanor Rivas immediately pulled him out. McDonald and inbound. Three-pointer on the way from Oroku, and that is good! Down to 5. Panama comes away with it again. Here comes Jorge Roca, 33 to play. Shot blocked out of bounds, but Panama will keep it. A huge three-pointer by Andres Oroku gets Panama back to within 5. 30 seconds to play. Little skip move into the lane, and that is up and good. Juan Lewis scores, and it's down to 3. 69-66. Pressure in the backcourt by Panama. Finally broken by Costa Rica. Keung just about traveled there. About 2 seconds difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Prayer put up by Arce, no good. And a foul called on the rebound with 11.3 to play. Huge offensive rebound by Emmanuel Keung. So Kyung will go to the free throw line. First free throw by Kyung, circles out. Kyung has 4 points. He had been 2 for 2 from the free throw line before that miss. This will make it a 2-possession game if he gets it to fall, and he does. 11.3 to play. No fouls here by Costa Rica. Kentish has it. Game clock at 5. Out to McDonald, launching the long 3. That misses left. And this one's going to go Costa Rica's way, but not before a huge comeback by Panama to get it down to 3. Costa Rica holds on for the 70-66 win. Closest game of the tournament so far. Both teams coming up big down the stretch, but Panama coming up just short. Panama will finish group play at 1-2, Costa Rica at 2-1. As we look at the leaders in this game, Julian Solis with 21 points for Costa Rica, Fabian Arce 16, Andres Mora 15. Mora played all 40 minutes of that game, as did Solis. Leading rebounder for Costa Rica, Myron Guerrero with 15 boards. For Panama, Humberto Kentish had 18 points in 28-plus minutes. He had 6 rebounds. Victor Julio had 17 points in 22.5 minutes. But he got sat down in that fourth quarter following that technical foul. Did not return, and Panama's best three-point shooter learned a valuable lesson in this game. Definitely hurt his team with that tee. But that's what these tournaments are about for these young players. The U17 tournament, you learn the valuable lessons, and you apply them in future games. Hope you enjoyed this one. I sure did. Final score once again, Costa Rica 70, Panama 66. I'm Craig Fada. Thanks so much for watching. We're back at 2:30 local time for Puerto Rico and Aruba.